More blessings. This is Master Shaman Palai Chi. Can everybody hear me? Type down in the chat or the comments on the side there, Juju Chi, and the hearts and stars there for you. I have put some a little bit of chat there on the side there. Type down some stuff there for you guys, some information so that you can reach out if you want to do a donation today. One-time or monthly donations are taken in the tip jar, and then we also have our tip jar there. The link is there for you, or you can shop online or our spiritual store. If you don't know me yet, I am Master Shaman Palai Chi with Falithi Healing, and what I do is I am a Master Shaman, a spiritual coach, psychic medium, and a Chi energy healer. Yes, all in one. And for those of you that has worked with me before, you know how my process goes. You must come through either a spiritual reading or a some kind of a personal session first before you can get into the programs. If you are looking to up level and elevate your soul further, okay, in your spiritual journey. So, warm blessings to those of you that are coming in and chatting with me. I want this to be an interactive talk today. We are talking on basically here April 8th solar eclipse. Have some interesting news for you guys. You're my planetary warriors. So that's why you are here with me today. This is a spiritual report on the solar eclipse happening on April 8th. Very important energies and information for you to hone in on, especially if you are on your spiritual journey. You also have some kind of duty to do as well. And don't let that slip out of your hands, right? So going back to what I was saying, I am a Master Shaman, psychic medium, Chi energy healer, and a spiritual life coach to help you transform, empower, and elevate your soul to the max that you can in this lifetime. So what I do is I open up doors and gates for people to go through and to connect with their spirit guides so they can have the power, so to speak, in their hands so they can move on and move forward and continue to work with their spirit guides, continue to work with spirituality, because that is the place that we're headed towards, actually. Okay. That's why today's talk is so important. It's for you to understand the solar eclipse, why it's happening, what is happening, and what you can do to hone in on this. So if you guys are with me today, type it in. Yes, I I love it. I have somebody coming in from NL. All right. And then type where you are coming from. Where are you guys coming from? Okay. Minnesota, here at you. If you're coming from whatever state, or if you're out of state, if you're overseas, type it in for me. Netherlands, yes, I thought it was the Netherlands. All right. Great, great. And we have Yerving, Juju Chi, warm blessings, and Amoa coming in with a heart. Susan Mashachi, warm blessings to you as well, Susan. So if you guys know me, I started warm blessings, warmest blessings, and that just basically means bringing, I'm opening up my heart to you, and so that you can gain the most that you can at this time, at this place, wherever you're doing, whatever's going on in your life right now, whether it's hard times, whether it's good times, whether it's down times, whatever it may be that you are going through. Warm blessings are to help you through this good luck energy. We call it the Juju Chi. If you don't know what Juju Chi is, it is good luck, and then Chi means energy. So type that in for me, Juju Chi, right? Type that in for me, Juju Chi. All right. So And if you don't and haven't explored yet, I'm going to kind of just take a moment here to put it out there. The tip jar, it's out there on the chat. If you want to do a tip into the jar, a donation today would be great for the information that you're going to be receiving. And then also we have out here a link to our shop, our spiritual store, where I have my energetic bombs that has been basically it's energized and blessed healing bombs made of herbal essence and or oils put together especially to help you move some energy through your life. And then some, you'll find that there are services and or manifesting candles to help you manifest, especially in this time where you need it the most. If you haven't been manifesting and or up on your practices, you will need the extra boost. Okay, that's what it's for. It's for the extra boost. The spiritual products that we have out there on our shop on www.follythehealing.com. Okay, so warmest blessings to all of you. I just want to say a bit about the solar eclipse. Okay, so the solar eclipse is very important for us because we are living in or on the planet. There are things in the planet, as you know, that from my other video we talked about on my live. But this solar eclipse that is happening, it is a meeting. So it's a meeting. Okay. So how many of you with a raise of hands know what the solar eclipse is all about? Perhaps you've heard about it, and other times when we had the eclipses, but we've had also lunar eclipses within the year, within the last, I say 9 months here. We've had that solar eclipse in October. And so the eclipse helps us to kind of regain and kind of like this a rebirth of ourselves, of our energy that we may have lost or we may have been stolen from us, right? How many of you have felt like your energy was taken from you, that it's not fair, that you weren't ready or didn't want to give up this energy, this good energy, and it was taken from you? Or how many of you have felt like whatever energies that's been going on within the last 6 months has been pretty down for you? Has been pretty down for you, meaning you've been trying so hard to reach something and it's been so, you've tried all these ways, but you're still not there. You're still not there. How many of you feel that way? Right? So anyways, this is the time to harness the energy of the solar eclipse so that you can actually supercharge your efforts and create a lasting change in your life. Now, thank you. Thank you, Mi Xiong. All right, there we go. Someone admits this. All right. Someone is admitting that they have been feeling this way, this downturn, because it has been happening. I'm not going to lie, because it has been happening for the last 6 months, all the way up until happening here. This weekend is going to be a big thing as well for some of you. Okay, you will feel it. I'm already feeling it right now, right? We also have someone else. Yes, TM says, yes, feel like I've been in purgatory. Yes, and then Mai Xionglo says, yes, I've been feeling like this as well. So thank you to those that are willing to just jump out here and say that this is how you feel. Because then you're also saying, hey, me, universe, I'm the one that's feeling this way, so can you help me now? The solar eclipse, everybody, is a meeting between some energies, okay? It's the sun and the moon, and then some other energies that's involved between there. Now, your energy as a human being is right in between the sun and the moon, all right? So this solar eclipse is happening because these spiritual energies between the sun and the moon are meeting to see, they're all, I would say, congregating to meet together to see where they shall allocate these very high energetic sacred energies within the next 6 to 12 months and going forward. And it will kind of lag going forward, this spiritual good energy, right? Also, it's the death of a purgatory, okay? TM saying that was purgatory for him. It is also the death of a purgatory or a purging energy, and it's a uplifting or revival energy that is coming up from this solar eclipse, okay? Especially being it is a total full solar eclipse, all right? And so I'm just going to answer this question because we're talking about it right now. My Shong Lore says, is that what all solar eclipses mean, or is it specifically just for this one? So I haven't looked into all solar eclipses because each eclipse, in the time and the place that it takes place, is going to have a different meaning for that time and place. But for this solar eclipse, and so also in general, it is the meeting of energies, okay? It is a meeting or congregation of the spiritual energetic energies to see where allocation can go. But in this one specifically, it is for specifically the wellness or well-being of humanity, okay? For this one specifically, to answer your question, okay? It is for, so focusing, the focus for this solar eclipse is going to be on the wellness or well-being. So that could be mental, physical, whatever it is, health-wise, of a human being. And it's very important because this is kind of where we're all kind of going mentally and emotionally on our well-being. And this solar eclipse is coming in, it's in this right place and time, coming in to say, so where is this planet at? Are we going to help the planet and emerge good energies to help the wellness and the well-being, the mental, physical, emotional well-being of our human dwellers on the planet? Are they worthy? So the question really is, do you think that you are worthy of help from a higher source, right? Do you think that? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat if you feel that humanity is at a point in time where they deserve, and the planet itself too, that we deserve greater, higher source help. Because that is kind of where we're going right now. Why is it that is happening like this? Why do we need this higher source help? Well, I'll tell you right now, and I've probably said this before, but I'm going to say it again. Higher source help only comes when there is a need, because there is other ETs or external sources that are involved. And higher source help or celestial help comes in to all of us to awaken us from 3D to 5D, because that's what they call it now, from 3D to 5D. If you're still sleeping, you're in 3D. If you're partially awake, you're in the middle. If you're in your conscious mind, then you're at 5D. And you're living at the conscious mind. You're eating different foods. You're not, eating junk food or fast foods anymore. You're trying to give that up or giving it up or gave it up. And you are living more towards planetary or planet foods, right? Foods that are grown from the planet. And you are moving towards a more conscious mind and being more mindful of what you're saying to people. You are practicing to be more humble. You are practicing to be more compassionate and empathetic with others. You are practicing to feel like empathizing. So basically feeling and putting yourself in the shoes of other people. You are giving this care and more thought to whatever you're doing or saying and your gestures. This is when you are living more towards 5D. Okay. So how many of you, with a raise of hands in the chat, say I or yes, or put a hand up if you feel that you are living more towards 5D? I hope so, because you're listening to this live stream today on the solar eclipse, right? And Yerving says, humanity needs a lot of help. LOL, the world is going on a downturn spiral. With bad, we need good also. So yes, definitely Yerving. So if you guys know and understand me today that the solar eclipse is coming, there is this higher source that's coming. It just doesn't happen, or it happens whenever, right? It happens due to a need, because we are being humanity is being corrupted, attacked, dehumanized is the new word that they're using, to a place that we can't even feel who we really are anymore, where we can't even feel it's important to really go to work anymore. We don't feel it's important to express our opinions anymore, because we think that it doesn't matter, or we are afraid that it could hurt us in turn, some way, somehow, not spiritually, but maybe media wise, right? And we are afraid that other people are judging us. And we are afraid that there's someone that's going to come after us if we express how we truly feel. Now, mind you, also be compassionate when you express how you truly feel, and considerate as well, right? So this solar eclipse is coming because there's a meeting and a decision that needs to be made once it comes and passes, made for humanity, made for the better part of us, essentially, the wellness and the health, the well-being of our emotions and mental health. And do you agree that our mental health, humanity's mental health, has very much degraded within the last 10 years, even since the year 2000? Because that's when we started seeing a lot of rising shamans, a lot of rising healers that were very drawn, and you felt like they would always feel this drawn to seek their journey, or drawn to seek their soul. Where is my soul? Where is this void? There's all these questions that comes out. And the questions comes because there is a deeper understanding inside each and every one of the planetary warriors of you out there. And you know that it's so important that you need to wake up and stop living in the 3D function and live up and go further up into 5D, where you are also trying to use your sixth sense. All right? So that is very important for you. Now, this solar eclipse is important for you to take action on. If you're just going to sit there and with me telling you this live and going on live, and you're just going to sit there and take all this information but do nothing about it, then that's not going to do you good at all. It's not going to do justice. It's not going to do you anything. It is going to be helpful for you to come here and listen to the live and say, oh, I'm going to grab all this information. But take it a step further. And I will challenge you to take it a step further to also work for your planet, just like I am doing. And I've always been, even when I didn't even know it. So you become a planetary warrior because you are either called or you choose to be. Okay? You're either called or you choose to be. And you choose to do something good for the planet, for humanity. So if you are choosing to be this, I want you to challenge yourself, and then also come back and put it into the comments or the chat and say what happened after you challenge yourself. And I'm going to say this challenge right now. Okay. I may be putting in, depending on the demand, I may be putting a basically, it is a meditation with me for the solar eclipse. And that will be out there on my website for you to grab if you want to do that with me. You can also do it on your own, okay, and try to pan that out. But I want you to start to think about what your request would be, because this is so important. This request that you are being challenged right now, okay, by the universe, because I have it out here. I'm out here putting out this statement from the universe, because all before I came out here, I had to do a channeling to gain the wisdom to come out here and talk to you guys such as this. Otherwise, I would not be able to. I can talk, yes, by myself, but I would not have the sacred information that I have today if I did not have my spirit guidance to guide me and to guide you as we do and as we have been into the correct place that you need to be, especially if you're trying to grow and elevate your soul. So put in your request. For the best results, this is what I have for you, and this is your gold nugget right now. The guideline is it must be personal. So this must be a personal request. It must be benevolent. Because if you're saying, oh, my request is to win $1 million, and you have nothing to back that up, no reason behind that, you just want this $1 million, because most people that want $1 million has already spent their $1 million. So I want you to have a benevolent, personal request to the universe that you can come up with. And it has to be a very important one that you need or you very much desire. And it must be pertaining to you and your need or desires. You can ask for someone else too, because some people are like, can I ask for somebody else if I'm doing this meditation, this manifestation with a solar eclipse? Yes, the answer is yes, you can. But your energy is not going to be as strong for them as they were to do it themselves. So they need to do it themselves. If they can't do it themselves, and perhaps they have an illness and you're doing it for them, then that's still understandable and it can still work. It just depends on who you're doing it for. What is the condition of themselves? Can they do it themselves? Or is it because they are not open to it, but you're trying to still help them? So what is that situation like, right? It won't be as strong, but you can still do it. It's possible. Anything is possible, right? Anything is possible with Master Pa Lai Chi. That is my line there, but can still be done. So lock in your request, get into your meditation, whatever you do for meditations, and lock in the request. The request must be personal, benevolent, and focused towards well-being, health, and wellness. Okay? Health and wellness. Exactly. Hit the likes. Bitcoin Graffiti says hit the likes. So please go do that. Go hit the likes for me. Thank you for reminding me. I often will get so intense into this, the subjects and my channeling wisdom mind, that I am not going to remember to tell you guys to go like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. The 3 most important things that you can pay it forward, and the 3 simplest things that you can do to help the channel right now. If you want to help the channel further, and you like the content that I'm giving out, either in this video or in other episodes, please go and help do a donation, one-time or monthly donation of, I think the $13 and up on there. If you click the link, you'll see the different amounts, or a amount that you want to give. I don't care if it's like $2, you know. So anyways, anything will help with my help and my work for the planet, because this is why the channel is alive and here today. It is to elevate your soul, to empower you, to give you transformation, and to elevate the planet, my planetary warriors, such as you guys, those of you that are listening or that will come to listen, okay? So lock it in. I want to say this as well. So another gold nugget here is that this locked in request is going to last about 6 to 12 months with the solar eclipse supercharged powers. It's going to last you about 6 to 12 months, okay? So, the meaning here is, oh, so does that tell me, Master Palai Chi, that in 6 to 12 months, the results is going to happen for me? Well, I'm going to say this. It depends, okay? It depends on how much you've been diligent on your meditations and manifestations. That's number one. Number two is how you are meditating and manifesting. Number three is, are you and your energy opened to receive the blessings? And how much and how open is it to receive these blessings? Some people might have a 35% opening. Some people might have a 75% opening. Some people may have a 85 to 100% opening of themselves to receive, right? To receive their doors open to receive the blessings. But some people might be very closed and blocked from receiving blessings. So this is what I'm talking about. If you are the very blocked kind or the partially blocked kind, and you feel like whenever you try to meditate or manifest, it just doesn't really happen for you, then you'll want to jump and go grab the solar eclipse meditation that I will be putting out there, to out there for you to grab. It will be, I don't know what the price is yet, but it will be out there for whoever that feels like they need that extra boost, right? So if you haven't already, go like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. I would like to have some kind of pay it forward as I am doing this live so that I can feel this energetic vibe, especially if the sun and the moon is meeting and some other good energies are meeting on this April 8th Monday. You want to have a reciprocation. So I haven't talked about the law of reciprocation yet, but if you've been close to getting blessings, then you want to read up and know about more about the law of reciprocation. That is in my book that is coming up as well. Okay, the law of reciprocation. So anyways, therefore, these requests should be between that 6 to 12 months, meaning that if you request now, you can start now to meditate because you can start already meditating for the last month or so before this eclipse even happened. But if you're just starting now to say, "Oh, I realize there's this cool eclipse, solar eclipse, full eclipse happening, and I want to hone in on all the power and charge and charge up my energy. I'm going to start now." So you can start tonight, as soon as tonight or tomorrow, whatever, today, and utilize the guidelines for this. Okay, so be personal, have a benevolent request. So it can't be, "I request that so and so gets hurt in this way." It cannot be this way. Okay, it cannot be that kind of request. Otherwise, it will hit right back at you. Okay, so it must be personal. It cannot be the other thing, which is the evil way. It has to be benevolent. Otherwise, it will bite you back like karma always does. Okay. So my planetary warriors are only taught to do good and for the good, and so that we can see the good results flow in. Okay. That's why it's Juju Chi, good luck energies. So you want to lock in this request as soon as possible. And there is this evaluation happening. As you're locking in this request to the universe or for yourself, okay, there is evaluation happening at this time to see if humanity is really worth saving. Are you really worth saving by you putting this request out there? I mean, you can request for the humanity to be more understanding, to be more compassionate. You can request this as well, but it's not personal. But it can be personal to you depending on how your intentions are with how you ask. So that can happen as well. So this whole eclipse is happening, the solar eclipse is happening because there's evaluation happening. Are we worth saving? Is humans worth saving? And will they be willing to save themselves? So by me giving you this challenge This is the message from the universe, is to give everybody this challenge on this live stream, or whoever crosses the live stream, to be challenged to give your request to the universe. With your request, it's going to show that you are more worthy to be saved. And it's going to be dependent on what kinds of requests comes in as the solar eclipse is happening. They're going to evaluate what kinds of requests are these that are coming in. Is it compassionate requests? Are they benevolent? Are they more, what is it tied to? And I want to give the gold nugget to you guys that you guys must put this request as for your own health and well-being. It can't be about the money, okay? Because with health and well-being, the vibration there is going to be more towards, okay, now there's a loving feeling for the self. Now the self wants to be well. It wants to get out of the corruption, because the corruption is mostly corrupting what? What do you guys, put it in the chat, what do you guys think we are essentially being corrupted at? Like, where is it? What is this corruption? How is this corruption corrupting us? What is the main thing that they are corrupting right now? And what have they been corrupting for the last decades ago? What is that one thing, right? I'm going to put it out there. On the chat, I wrote the mind, because the mind is the thing that you have been corrupted and taken advantage of the most within the last decades of our ancient ancestors. Whether that's hard to believe or not hard to believe, or you're like, oh, I didn't know that, or oh, I thought of that, but I didn't want to say it. It is your mind. Your mind is the one key element that had been maliciously corrupted, meaning put into somewhat another's control and not your own externally. It has been propagated. It has been taken advantage of, as in media wise. There's so many things that has been corrupted via the mind, with the radioactive waves, the 5G that came out, some other thing that's coming out in regards to higher than 5G. So they want to corrupt your brain the most that they can in order to control this okay? And so yes, you can I wanted to, because I looked at this. Mai Xiong Lor says, would it be possible to ask for multiple things, or is it better to just pick one to focus on during the solar eclipse meditation? I would say that you can ask for multiple things, but if you focus on the one thing or two things that is most important to you right now, that's where it's going to be heard. Okay, that's where it's going to be heard. So this solar eclipse, the vibration is going to be felt. It's going to come from the inner states. So states, not like the state of mind, but it's going to come from the geographically. It's going to vibrate from the inner states of the U.S. out to, and further, and going and vibrating outward towards the outer states or the edges of the United States, and then out further. That's how it's going to happen with the solar eclipse energy, okay? So essentially, wherever you are in the states, you're going to be feeling this energetically from inner to outer. So you may, if you're out in California, you may be feeling it a little bit later than on the day of, okay, is what I'm saying. Or if you're out in New York, you may be feeling it a little bit later than the day of. It is the people and humans that are living in the inner states of the United States that is going to be feeling the solar eclipse the most and the heaviest as it happens on the day of. So typically, I want to say this, a planetary shaman, and I consider myself as a planetary shaman because I have to do planetary work, aside from helping humans. Okay, planetary work. So this has to do with climate, to do with geographic things, to do with landscapes or water, things that the moon, the sun phases, astrologically, with cosmology as well. And so, anyways, with geometric shapes. So, anyways, everything that has to do with the planet and the system that we are in, which is the universal system with other planets. This is the work that I do. And with being a planetary shaman, I cannot go blindsided or blinded to not let you know this stuff. Okay. Because I know it's going to help you and the planet itself if you are able and will be, and choose to be, to make yourself empowered, then you will do this challenge as well. And come back and in the chat or comments, you will type down on what and how did it happen for you once you did this challenge. Okay. This is a free challenge, right? No one's saying, hey, you have to pay for this or you have to do this in order to get this. You have to be the one to call out because it's planetary, it's humanity. You have to be the one to call out that says, I want to do this. I want to do this for myself and the planet as well. So if you benefit, then the planet benefits as well. If the planet benefits, then you benefit as well. All right. Grippy the Gecko says, I have a question. How do you burn jaws to ancestors asking for blessings? So that is aside from kind of what we're talking about today, but I will answer you either way. Basically, you just put the incense into a cup. This is a rice. You could put some grains of rice or grain or corn in there. Not baked corn, obviously not cooked corn, but the hardened corn, and you put that into a cup, and you put that by or near a stove, and you ask for your closest ancestors. So, for example, if it's your grandma and grandpa is the closest to you that has passed away, then you would ask their help. Okay, that is the easiest way that you can do to ask ancestors for help. Now, if you're going to ask to further ancestors, there's a different way to do that. But I want to tell you the basic and easiest way is to put some grains of rice into a cup, put your maybe 2 incense sticks into that cup, but burn it first, right? Put it on first, and then put it into the bowl or the cup, and then you can ask your ancestors for help. And these are your closest ancestors, not the furthest ancestors. There's a little bit of a difference there in how you do that. Okay, and especially if you are a newbie to doing anything of asking ancestors for help, you'll just want to do this basic formation or this basic structure. Use this basic structure first. Okay, that is my suggestion to you and to everybody that got that gold nugget right there. Do that, and things can happen for you. But again, ancestors are a little bit different from spirit guidance, and they will be different from the solar eclipse energy. Okay, so there is differences. It's kind of like me going to someone at like a bakery store and saying, hey, can you help me can you help me with writing my essay? Will the baker know how to write an essay? That's a possibility, but usually we think, okay, if a baker is a baker and they focus on that, they can't help me with that. So now I'm going to have to go to someone else. Ancestors are similarly the same way. If you ask your ancestors to help you win the Powerball or whatever, the lottery, because I've been getting those requests and that's why it's coming up so much. But if you ask to be helped by, to win the Powerball by your ancestors, well, the question will be, is the ancestor capable to do that for you? Okay. Is that something that they're capable to do? So you have to go to the place, the person that is capable to help you. Either that is the physical person, same here on our physical plane, or it is in the spiritual plane, the same as well. So that is just a gold nugget there for you to ponder on and to realize that it is a bit different when you ask one to another, whether it's ancestors, ETs, whatever it may be. It must have the capability. Okay, so the solar eclipse. Planetary feeling is my planetary feeling at, when I was doing this channeling and even at this time is that I will feel refreshed and positive for about a week. You're going to feel that about a week. If you do this challenge, if you do this for yourself and the planet, you're going to feel refreshed and positive for about a week. And then it may drift out or drift off. Then from there, that request will be locked in for that 6 to 12 months, and you will go back to doing what you've been doing, but you will so it'll feel normal, but you will also have a state of feeling as if there is more integrity and inside of yourself, and you will gain the benevolent energies by putting in more of a benevolent request. So, for example, if you put in a benevolent request that is about yourself, then you're going to start to feel more independent and more benevolent, and also meeting more benevolence in your path. Okay. I cannot guarantee that, but that is what I was told by the spirit guides. So if you believe, you believe. You believe in the process, right? And then also, if you are connected to spirit guides, okay, so if you already have connection to spirit guides and you are like a rising shaman or a rising seer or a psychic medium or becoming more psychic, you'll want to know that you'll notice that your energies will be more active. Your spirit guidance will be more active during the time of the solar eclipse, whether you're near or far, okay? Because they will feel it. Maybe they've already been feeling it all this time, okay? So they will be more active, and it has also maybe been for the last few weeks. If you have very active guides, your guides have been very active for the last few weeks, okay? But anyways, that's what's going to be lasting with the solar eclipse that we will be having. All right. In this way, in the spiritual report, I want to also say that you are going to be able to essentially unlock some potentials. If you are gifted or trying to hone in on your gifts, you may be able to unlock some of your gifted abilities and potentials during this full solar eclipse. And also, by you focusing on health and wellness, it's going to bring in and flow in the abundance and success levels. And that energy, it's going to bring in because of the focusing on the health and the wellness instead of focusing on abundance, 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 or money, 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 or success, success, success. It's because you are focusing on your health and well-being, your wellness, because you are essentially saying to the universe, I care for myself. And now you have to really feel this. You can't just do this because I told you so. You have to do this because you really feel that you deserve to be more healthy, to be more well inside of yourself as you are doing your meditation manifestation. Okay. So it will be a win-win situation between you, the universe, and anything else in between. There's so much abundance that you cannot feel like, oh, if I don't ask for abundance, I'm not going to get it. Because your abundance comes when you actually really care about yourself and your situation. Remember that, okay? It is not, we have to let go of the fear of scarcity. This fear of scarcity has been for centuries. And people think, okay, so if something goes on sale, let's hurry up and get that thing. Well, it's scarce because they made it scarce, which is true for that situation. But I'm talking about situations where it's like a intangible
thing that you can grab for yourself, but you are just not doing it. And you think it's scarce that you can't even grab it. So you want to get out of your mind, body, and your soul from being scarce. Know that there is so abundance that once you ask for one thing, another thing will come flowing in. As long as your energy can synchronize with what you're asking for. That is the hardest part, is somebody's energy needing and wanting and being drawn to be synchronized for what they are asking for. Okay. Um, the eclipse is going to try to help us by bringing a silent frequency. So there's going to be a silent frequency that is going to override the negative, corrupted, radioactive man-made frequencies that has been going on for so long and has been stronger since 5G. Okay. Not blaming it on 5G, but that's what I'm going to say. Okay. So the negative, corrupted, radioactive, man-made frequencies that has been also been killing our vibes, so to speak, and it's been killing our abundance. It's been killing our abundance. Okay, I want to say that because any radioactive wave that kind of kills our brain cells from really focusing in on being more to 5D or more conscious, more compassionate, more kind, and less less scarcity, less thinking that things are scarce, or oh, it's always a competition, I gotta race this person on the road for whatever dumb reason, right? I call it dumb because it is. And that you've entered into a vibration of being controlled. You've entered into a vibration of corruption and negativity. Whenever there's a negative vibration, it is a corrupted vibration, right? It's a corrupted frequency that has come upon you and your brain to make you think the way that you did or that you do. So then now it's on a low frequency. You're operating your whole body, mind, and soul on a low vibration. And the eclipse is coming and it's trying to say, hey, people of Earth, humanity, we're going to bring this silent frequency to clear out as much as we can if you are worthy of the corrupted frequencies that has been killing mankind. So that's what's happening, especially at the start of 2024 here. We had a huge kill of the good frequencies, the abundant frequencies of humanity. Through climate changes and whatever they put out there that looks like it was a climate change, anything out there that had caused you to feel down and lower frequency and think negative about anything else on the planet, that was a kill of your good frequency. Okay, so you will have a low vibrations on that, but you want to have high vibrations. Okay. And with, I want to say this again because lower frequency also means good vibrations, high vibrations. So it's the opposite. Anyways, the silent frequency is going to be coming from echoing in from this very phenomenal energies of the solar eclipse. It will be able to help the collective consciousness also to unlock whatever it is that you've been trying to unlock by yourself but could not. Okay. So to become, even more awakened than you ever have been since, in the past, whatever that past means to you. Okay. So know that it will also push or give urgency to those on the cusp of trying to cross the line between that 3D of disbelief in spirituality to the ones that are living in belief in their spirituality. So it's going to push or give urgency to those that are trying to move up to that 5D living. And that's why it's such roller coaster energies right now, and for the first half of this year, the first quarter of the year, we're ending that already, getting there already, ending it basically because we're in April, and that first quarter of the year has been such a roller coaster, but very down roller coaster, on living in 5D. People that are living in 5D are trying to be stable and have the stability and maintain their 5D. So keeping your sanity to where it needs to be. So with the new personal experiences on the way, these people that have been living in 3D and lower vibrations are going to want to get up, and they're going to take that next step after the solar eclipse happens. And that's why when I did the video on what is happening in 2024, this is the reason why, exactly the reason why there's this huge shift of everybody trying to live into their 5D. Okay. So go ahead and request and be focused on your health and wellness. Then the abundance will flow through, because health and wellness is this next step that you will be corrupted in if you don't ask for help, just like when COVID began. Okay. Uh, Lastly, before I go off this stream, is and I'm still gonna do the card pull, so I have to remind myself of that. But lastly, before I go off the topic, unlock your potentials. If you feel that you deserve this at this point in time in your life, you need to help yourself and unlock the potentials, the abundance, the success, whatever it is that you feel that you didn't get the potential in. You feel like you weren't able to grab when you were doing something to heal yourself. This is the time, and I'm putting it out there freely because it's going to help you, and by helping you, it is going to help humanity as well. Okay? So, give me that thumbs up, go subscribe and like the channel and support the channel. If I can get more support, because I'm trying to grow my channel, all of you guys, and my planetary warriors out there. If you know and you are a planetary warrior, then you're going to help and subscribe, like, and hit that notification on the channel. Go share the video with whoever that you feel that needs it right now, on your Facebook, YouTube, whatever that you need to share it with, TikTok, because this is you doing and paying it forward as well, alongside me. And we're planetary warriors, so we're going to basically stop any corruption from happening and try to do this through a spiritual essence. And at the same time, when the time comes, it will be through a physical essence. Okay. So just know that that's my planetary feeling for you. And the more that I can grow the channel, the more that I will come out here to give these reports on the planet and what's happening right now and what's kind of happening with our planet and humanity as well. I want to start doing that for all of you. As if you guys are willing to listen, I will be here and willing to teach and willing to give my channeled wisdom to those of you that are wanting to support me. So go out here to my YouTube channel and support the channel as much as you can. It's very simple. You just have to click and you're there, right? And if you want to do more and you feel like you've gotten more from what I'm saying, and if you go through this challenge and you gain something out of that challenge, then please go and bring a donation in to the channel and to Folly the Healing. Because we have made some kind of change in your life, but you are also willing to change that as well. Okay. It takes two to make a thing go right. At the same time, if I'm on a different vibration and you're on a different vibration and I'm helping you to bring this vibration up, then know that that has been a help from a higher source, from my spirit guides to yours. Okay. And I've gotten some of that in, and some very appreciative comments in to my channel. So thank you for those of you that had commented and said that you were able to get up with your spirit guides with just listening to one of my what is it, the meditation songs that I did. And with that, you were able to even go rise into your shamanic journey, and was able to shake as well. So it's things like this that makes it worth it for me to come out and exist for you, my planetary warriors, and that I get to do what I need to do as well to help you through. Okay. So, anyways, I'm going to move on and announcing in this winner. I announced it already. Thank you so much. Before I go there, thank you so much to those of you that are donating for my planetary work to the universe. It is a massive, it will bring in massive levels of change, even in providing content, readings, or healings regularly, especially if you are out there listening to the healing songs that I put out there. That would be something that you could do to see if you can have a shift into 5D as well. Thank you so much for all of you that are donating and have donated. Warm blessings to all of you. Today, I'm going to open it up for those of you that wants to donate for a card pull. Okay, that's you can just do like a $10 whatever, but if you want to do a 3-card pull, then I will take those names right now. So if you want a 3-card pull, go and donate to that. Click on the link to donate. It's $33.33. So 333, okay, for the 3-card pull. If after I get done with my winner card pull and there's no one, then I will be leaving as well. So the 1-card pull is a $10 donation, okay? All right, because that's focusing in on you. Let me go in and I wanted to announce this name, the winner of my card pull. I believe her name was Teresa. Okay, here we go. So Teresa Devitt or Devitt. Teresa Devitt. You have won the expo drawing for the 3-card pull, and I'm going to be pulling this for you, Teresa Devitt. Take a deep breath for me, everyone. If you're on watching and listening, if you're not watching but listening, pulling up 3 cards for Teresa Devitt or Devitt. All right, and here we go. All right. In this moment of silence, if you haven't already and you've been listening to the channel, this is Master Shaman Palaichi with Falipi Healing. Go like, subscribe, and hit that notification button. All right? Okay, so 3-card pull for Teresa. Teresa, I'm going to go right into it. Right now, the feeling that I'm getting from Teresa Devitt is that there's been a very tough situation that you have just gone through, Teresa. Your energy feels solemn or cold. It feels as though it's hard to get back up to where you were before. It feels traumatic as well and devastating. So these are the words that are coming into me from spirit. Teresa, I want to encourage you because there is something good coming your way in regards to abundance and or financial. It has to do with financial things, financial abundance flowing in your way, Teresa, especially on your career side. There is good news flowing into you. If there's something that has been holding you back, Teresa, from doing this good thing or this career, it's going to be connected to a career or something that you're doing to, uplift a business or a career, then I want you to start to do it now, Teresa, because it is over time and overdue. This thing is something that has to do with writing, Teresa. So you'll need to write something, whether it's a resume, an essay, something. You need to do this writing, okay? Whether it's an article or a book that you are trying to get started on, and you feel so maybe emotional or not connected to doing it because of what people are going to say, or maybe you don't know why, you need to start to do this writing right now. Okay. So specifically writing. Um, and Teresa, you've been feeling like emotionally drained. Also health wise, body wise, it's not been good. I almost feel like I want to say that you've been sick for like at least 2 to 3 months here. In the last 2 to 3 weeks has been tough on your body. So connect with me and we can do a more full spiritual diagnosis or an energetic healing for you, Teresa. The other thing is that your relationship area feels a bit down, but it's still there and supporting you, Teresa. There's good luck energies coming your way to show you that there is some kind of an uplifting relationship energy still there upholding with you. And I want you to not cave away, so not, shy away and leave wherever everybody is. You're trying to like, hide away from everybody in the crowd. You want to get yourself out there and start talking again, start speaking to people that maybe you don't even know them well, but you are, and not just because not just strangers, but obviously you're going to have an eye for who you need to speak to. So be careful about that. But I'm talking about, like, for example, do a meetup group, go meet some people that have that are like-minded, that have something similar to you or that of your liking, and you need to connect with them because you need some socialness. And I feel that is coming back, okay? With the solar eclipse, and I'm just going to throw this in for Teresa. With the solar eclipse coming in, Teresa, there is going to be a huge change for you, okay? Especially in the way that you live, okay? In the way that you live. And you must be willing to say to yourself, I'm ready for this change. Otherwise, it's going to hit you hard. If you're not ready for the change, then it will hit you hard. It's not going to be good news. But if you make up in your mind that I'm ready for the change, you're going to gain so much potential from this change of the solar eclipse, okay? But it will be a down, down, deep, deep, deep down fall, and then you're going to start to rise again. All right? That was for Teresa Devitt, okay? But you need to start writing because that's where it's at for you right now. You cannot let that go to waste or pass. All right? Okay. Let's see if anybody wants to do a card pull. Okay, I see donations. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donations. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a weekend poll, and then we're going to see what's here. What's the spirit message for everybody today? You're welcome, Yerving. She says, TY, thank you so much for all your wisdom and kindness to share this information, your willingness to help, and I appreciate it very much. All right. Thank you so much for that. I needed that. It takes time, energy, effort, and dedication to be disciplined is the key to heading up into your 5D, everyone. So I'm here today because of dedication, discipline, and believing in myself when somebody else did not believe in me. I believed that I was able to do it. I believed in the spirit guides. I believed in everything that came my way that was benevolent. And I didn't let any negativity shut me out. And this is why I'm here for you today, to help you all today freely on my channel so that humanity can change. And this is the faith that I have. All right, so we got a card. And it is the Ten of Swords. Okay, the Ten of Swords. What this tells me right now, and I don't, I don't do a lot of tarot readings. Okay, so I only do it on this what is it, the lives, because it's fun. Tarot reading, the regular tarots like this, it's a fun thing for me. I don't really need it, but it's something that, I do to help everybody because you get a visual. But I want to say that the Ten of Swords to me tells me that there is this connection coming back. Okay, though there's been disconnection from whatever that you've been doing for the last 3 to 6 months ago, there is connection coming back. Okay, even though there has been, bitterness, there has been a severing of ties, there has been a disconnection of something that you felt like you really needed to disconnect from because you want good energies. You're trying to go for good vibes. Well, I'll tell you right now that this is where we're sitting in the disconnection. But I'm also telling you that because of the solar eclipse and what we said in this video, in this episode, it is going to change the way you feel about disconnection, the way you are feeling about whatever happened in the last 3 months. Okay. It's going to change that up. And even though something bad could happen in the future, because we don't know when distractions are going to come in, it is going to be looked at as an opportunity for you to flourish. So you need to also do that and look at it as an opportunity. Though the opportunity is presenting itself as a distraction, you want to look at it as an opportunity to find whatever it is this opportunity is that is abundant for you in that time frame. Okay, so that is the card for the weekend. Okay, you need to eternally seek what you really want in life in order to gain it, in order to get it. And if you're just seeking because you think that it's going to make life easier, then it's not going to happen. It's just not. Especially if you're one that has not reciprocated any energies or anything, right? Any good energies or vibration to where you need to reciprocate it, whether it's thanking somebody, whether it's realizing that you need to give yourself a pat in the back, whatever it may be, you need to do that. Okay, Yerving wanted a card pull, so I'm just gonna do a card pull for you. You've donated, thank you so much. Let me see here. So thank you for the donations. What I can do for you, Yerving, is that oops. Okay, so just know, guys, that a donation, a plain donation, is different from a donation for a card pull. Okay, I just wanted to let you guys know that, like, the energies there is going to be different. So if you donated and you want a card pull, then that's different than just plainly donating outright. Okay, that's a little bit different there. Okay. So I'm going to give this out to Yerving as a donation, more like a donation for your card pull. Okay, it's not donating because you wanted to donate. It was, but then now you want a card pull. So that's gonna be towards your card pull. Okay, that's where I'm steering that energy towards, because you wanted the 3-card pull. So if you donate to donate, that's different from donating to get a 3-card pull, is what I'm saying. Okay, that's a different reciprocation energy. So, Yerving, this is for you, your 3-card pull. Okay, so Yerving. Okay, so the one thing that you need to focus on right now, is going to be your career side. Okay, that's just going to be the head on, the whole thing that you need to focus on is your career. really you need to get clear in that. Right now you're not clear. So it feels, and if it's if I'm going into the right direction, please say yes you are. Please say it makes sense. So career area is something that your vein needs to focus on more. I would say that right now it is time for you to start changing the path of your career. Not the, well, I want to say this, not exactly what you're doing, but where you are. Okay, where you are, as in the location, the place, the people. Okay, but what you're doing, in regards to what you're doing in the future, needs to be more so of what you have been doing and not change it up as in like doing something 360. Okay, so for example, if you're doing hair and salon, then don't go and start doing nursing. Okay, continue to be in hair and salon, but change it up into, the location, the place, where you work, who you work with. Okay, that's the energy that I'm feeling that's stopping you from your actually from blooming into that area more, on your career area. So it feels like it's been very stuck there lately, your vein. The other thing is that your personal energy feels good. It's not too bad. You're from a 0 to 3, you're at about a +3. So a +3 in gaining success, in being more independent of your energies than relying on maybe someone else to bring in the money. And that's kind of, I feel like that's kind of what you've been doing for the last couple of months, is you've been hanging in there and maybe just trying to figure out and clarify what you really want to do for your career area. But then someone else has been bringing bread and butter to the table, and you feel like, oh, you want to get up there and you want to get that going too. So you want to build this career for you, and it feels as though it's really hard for you to do it. I think that getting some clarity around that, about your career, really, what is it that you really feel for right now, passionately for? And if you don't know, I always say go do something that you really hate to do, right? If you hate being in an office and a cube, then go be there, go do that. But if you love the office and the cubicle, then don't do that, right? Go do retail that you have to work nights and weekends, so that you're kind of struggling a little bit. And once everybody kind of struggles a little bit, they start to realize what they really love to do. Okay. So that's just the truth. You're also, the energies coming in regards to more abundance is actually flowing from someone that's related to you. So like a partner, a person that is connected with you. This person is going to be supportive of you going forward into your career, it looks like a new venture that's coming up for you. If you are saying to yourself, I'm ready for this new venture. Now, if you are not saying, and this is a free will thing, and you say that you're not ready for the venture, then it's going to come, but it's going to pass you by. Okay. It's going to pass you by, or you're willing to let it flow by and you're not going to take advantage of it. I feel like there was one opportunity that came your way, but, you kind of let it flow by and you didn't really take it. So I want to say, don't do that again. Okay. So, yours says, yes, you're going in the right direction. So that is your 3 card pull. I do want to recommend to you that you do, that I also want to say this about you, similar to the gal Teresa before, that you do need to put a resume out there, um, to get something started, to like kick it off or something, even though you are not really wanting to fully be in a 9 to 5 job. Okay, I feel that there needs to be something, like some kind of momentum being built or being initiated, and you need to start putting something out there, even though you're like, I'm not really looking, or I don't want to really look, but I am stressed out and stuck on what I really want to do, and I don't know if I really want to put a resume out there if I don't know what I want to do. So either way, pick something and then go put your resume out there. Okay, you have to start that momentum, your vein. That's all I'm going to say for today. Warm blessings to all of you and good luck. Energies flows to you, from Master Shaman Palai Chi, Falithi Healing today. And warm blessings, and for that good luck, solar eclipse that's going to be happening, for humanity And may we all be well, our planetary warriors out there. Bye bye. We'll see you next time.